We're fine.
We're not in a rush. We're fine.
We are plenty of time for this phone business.
That's the wrong way.
That is the wrong way,
The
right?
whole thing's wrong.
It's all wrong. It's all not working.
You gotta turn it around.
You have to take off the lens cap.
Well, it works.
You like seeing yourself? Enjoy the look of Noam.
Oh, really? We should switch around?
No,
Yeah.
you have charts. Very nice. And my
There we go.
niece gets very excited when she looks in the mirror.
He's not going to be happy with this, though.
Who?
No. Gary. Okay.
You still have one?
Who, Gary? Yeah, we're live. Okay. Oh, Yossi. I'm just going to flip this around, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get this down. Okay, ready? Nachman, are you ready?
I'm ready. Step on the gas of the mess.
Okay.
Let's go.
Daf, Yud Zayin Amud Aleph.
My
Here we
time.
go. Finish up the parak today. Start a new parak, Mirz Hashem. We learned, What do you say?
Not at this rate.
We learned yesterday in the Mishnah. That Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Yehuda said that one of the differences between Temurah and Kachim, is that Temurah oisa shoygeg kamezid. By Temurah, shoygeg is like a mazid. Masha'en came by Kachim. The Gemara is going to give a few examples of that. First of all, my taima Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Yehuda. What's the reason? Amar kra yihye kodesh. L'rabba shoygeg kamezid. Yihye, it'll be, irregardless of whether you meant to do it, didn't mean to do it, yihye kodesh. It'll be kodesh even if you did it by accident. That's the pasuk. And now the Gemara asks, hey chidami shoygeg kamezid. What's an example of shoygeg kamezid? And the Gemara is basically, for the next 10 lines, is going to bring 4 different examples. The Mefarshim say that these examples don't argue on one another. They're just different examples of what a shoygeg kamezid could be. Okay, so example number 1 of doing a shoygeg by Temurah is very simple. Amar Chizkiah, I think we mentioned it yesterday. Amar Chizkiah, kasavar shu mutter lahamir. Yeah, you thought it's mutter to do Temurah. So that's a shoygeg. It's really aser, right? It's a lav. Nevertheless, gabe Temurah lucky, you'll get malchus by Temurah. Gabe kachim loy lucky. And by kachim, if you thought it's mutter and it's aser to do, then it doesn't. It's not. Kachim is not toifes.
Are you saying you could get malchus?
Yeah, you would get malchus. Hold. Very good. Lishna achrina, gabe Temurah kaddish, gabe kachim loy kaddish. Another lashon would be that by Temurah it's toifes, it becomes kodesh. By kachim it wouldn't become kodesh. Says Tosfos to answer Mr. Kornbluth's question. V'is farm de garsi gabe Temurah kaddish as opposed to lucky. There are some farm or our lishna achrina that say kaddish as opposed to lucky. Why? Well, if he girsa harishona, which says that you get malchus for doing Temurah betalos, mishum d'shoygeg de Temurah lucky, de gzeras hakasavu, mishum d'chsiv yihye l'rabba shoygeg kamezid, v'rabbeinu baruch v'rab Shimon shans ifligu ba harbe, im yesh malchus b'shoygeg de Temurah. Okay, this is the machlokes of the two lashonos. Thank you very much.
Good quiz question. When did you get malchus?
When would you get shoygeg? That's right, on a shoygeg. That's exactly right. This is an excellent question. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol niyeh b'dvarim. This is exactly the question, and this is interesting because this is, I think, one of the few times we get some insight into the Lishna Achrina, what exactly the Machlokes is, but this is why you had the Lishna Achrina. Very good. Next, Reish Lakish, Rav Yochanan Amar, another example of Temurah b'shoygeg. Reish Lakish, Rav Yochanan Amar, Kasavar Lamar, Temuras Oila, V'amar Temuras Shlamim, you have in front of you a behemoth chulin, you have in front of you an Oila, and you have in front of you a Shlamim. And you mean to say you want to do Temurah on the Oila and make your chulin animal an Oila animal, and by accident you slip up and you say, Temurah Shlamim, there should be a Temurah on my Shlamim. You didn't mean to do that. It was a mistake, but you did it anyway. Gabe Temurah Shlamim Kaddish, Gabe Kachim Loy Kaddish. By Kachim that wouldn't be Kaddish. right? If you wanted to make a certain animal an oila, and instead you said, this is a shlamim, but you meant to say an oila, it wouldn't be Taifas Kedusha. That's a hekdesh taos. It wouldn't work.
2 korbanot here, or you say that?
No, you have one animal, and you say, I want to make this an oila, and you say this is going to be a shlamim. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. So then it's not kaddish. That's a hekdesh taos. Didn't work. Lishna Achrina, another example. Kasavar lamur shachor. You meant to say black. Ve'amar lavan. And instead, you accidentally said this white animal is going to be Temurah, but you meant to say the black. You meant the black sheep should be a Temurah, but by accident you said the white sheep is going to be a Temurah. So by Temurah it works. Ve'amar lavan gabe Temurah lucky gabe kachim loy lucky. Okay. Similar example. One more example. Rabbi Yochanan, 2 more examples actually. Rabbi Yochanan, Ba'omer teitze zu v'tikanes zu. Let's say you have an animal and you don't know the halacha that when you make a Temurah, both animals become kadosh, right? That's what we know. We know when you have one animal and you take a second animal and you say this should be Temurah on this, but what happens? First of all, it's asur. Second of all, both animals become kadosh, right? That we know. But you didn't know that. You knew that there's an isur Temurah, that you knew. But you thought, if I just flip it and I just say, look, instead of this will be this, and this one now goes to chulin, maybe that's okay. Maybe that works. So you said this animal should be a Temurah instead of this one. Not both, but instead of. You made a mistake. So be'omer teitze zu v'tikanes zu. Gabe kachim, so what's by kachim? Shenoiled behem mum ne'echalim beloy pidyon. What's the similar example by kachim? You have a kachim, yeah, and then it gets a mum. So now you know, once it gets a mum, you can't be makravir on the mizbeach. You know that, right? And you also know that you can now eat it, right? So you say, okay, great, it got a mum, now I can eat it. What's the problem? What do you have to do first? You have to be paided. So it's a similar mistake. I knew the isur, I was just missing a step in the process. I didn't realize that I have to be paided. So by kachim, you won't get malchus. By Temurah, if you do that Temurah and you think you can flip it from one to the other, for that you will get malchus. You think you eat it without a pidyon, lo lucky. Gabe Temurah, lucky. And last but not least, Rav Sheshis Amar, Ba'omer ekanis labayazeh. I'm going to walk into this house and I'm going to be makdish and I'm going to make a Temurah. That's what you say. Ve'akdish ve'amir. Midaiti. And I'm going to focus on it and have kavanah to be makdish and to be meimer. V'nichnas ve'heimir ve'hikdish shalom midaito. And you walked in there and you were super busy. Rashi says, mamish, you were like an astronaut. You were a space cadet. You did it, mamash, without any kavanah. Yeah, you didn't have any kavanah. Where's that Rashi? Shebal machshavosu v'lo yodeh ma'aya omer. He didn't know what he was saying. He was talking out of the boich. He was just busy in this. He said, it's going to be kadosh, this is going to be Temurah. Imams didn't have any kavanah to do it. Yeah? Gabe Temurah, lucky. Gabe kachim, loy lucky. Okay? So these are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 4 or 5 different examples of shaygeh kamezid b'Temurah that would work by Temurah. You'd be either get malchus or be over the lav. Whereas by kachim, we say it's a hekdesh taos, it doesn't work. Very straightforward. Next. The next part of our Mishnah said, Rabbi Lazar brought 5 examples of both Temurah and kachim. I mean, here there's no difference between Temurah and kachim. 5 examples where the kedusha won't be chal on the animal if you try to be makdish it. And furthermore, if somehow, we'll see in a minute, if somehow it's kadosh, you can't use that kedusha to pass it over with a Temurah. What were the 5 examples that we brought in the Mishnah? Rabbi Lazar said, 5 examples. Hakilayim, vehatreifa, vehayoytze doifen, tumtum, and androgynous. Okay? Those are 5 examples of animals where if you try to be makdish, they're not kadosh. Okay? Now, says the Gemara, Rabbi Lazar Amar Kilayim vehatreifa. Amar Shmuel, loy k'doishim b'Temurah, v'loy makdishim lasos Temurah. Okay, they're not kadosh b'Temurah, v'lo magdishim to make Temurah. Tanya, Amar Rab Meir, ume'achar she'en kadoshim. Once you tell me they can't be kadosh, me'echad makdishim. Of course, they can't be makdish something else. You don't have such a metzias. How do you have a metzias like that? If it can't become kadosh, how could it be makdish? What the Gemara says, so it says the Gemara, well, 1 or 2 of these 5, I could figure out technically how it could have become kadosh. What are the one or two? What happens if you're a makdish a behema and everything's fine, and then it becomes a treifa? So now I have a kachim that's a treifa. So on that, the Mishnah says that treifa can't make a temurah. Okay, so now I understand. Or b'makdish vlad v'yatsa derech doifen, right? Or if I'm makdish a vlad, you makdish to vlad, and then it's a C-section. So now you have a yatsa doifen, which is not carved lemizbeach, but it has its kedusha. So that animal can't be makdish a different animal to make a temurah. So I have my examples. Aval kilayim v'tumtum v'adrogonus iyata moitzeh bevladei kachim v'liba d'Rabbi Yehuda damar havlad oiseh temurah. Okay, but the other three, the only examples you'll find of the other three is according to Rabbi Yehuda. Aliba d'Rabbi Yehuda says Rashi towards the bottom of the Amud. Damar bishar vlad kachim oiseh temurah. According to Rabbi Yehuda, you could make a vlad kachim. Comes along Rabbi Yehuda and says, but these three, meaning if this vlad comes out, androgynous, tumtum, and a kilayim, if it comes out and it's one of these three, it's not going to make a temurah. Okay. Now, Amar Rava. Amar Rava. Yeah, you have the Agos with Tziyunim, it says Rava, and we'll see in a second why that makes sense, because Rav Papa is going to ask on this statement. So we're going to be gurus here, Amar Rava. Amar Rava, my taima to Rabbi Elazar. Okay, what's the reason of Rabbi Elazar? Why, according to the Rabbi Elazar, do these five animals not toifes kedusha? They can't be nitfas b'kedusha, and they can't be matpis. They can't make a temurah of somebody else. How come? My taima to Rabbi Elazar. Says the Gemara like this. Basically, the Gemara is going to say like this. For the next 10 lines, it's a little tricky, but it's really very straightforward once we have the format. It basically says like this. Rava is going to give an example. He's going to say, it's like a behema tmeya. Okay? And then the Gemara is going to say, it's going to reject it. So he's going to say, no, it's like a behema for a different reason. And we're going to reject that one also. And then we're going to say, no, it's like a behema tmeya for the first reason. And your rejection, oh, well, I've got an answer to that, and we're going to answer it. That's the whole format. Really very simple. Okay? Amar Rava, my time with Rabbi Elazar, says the Gemara, well, it's like a behema tmeya. If you take a behema tmeya, Rabbi, you take a donkey, okay, and you say this donkey is kadosh lemizbeach. Doesn't work, right? Says Rabbi Elazar, ma behema tmeya loy karva. You can't be makrivit. Not only can't you be makrivit, lo nachta like kedusha saguf. Yeah, there's no even kedusha saguf. There's no kedusha. There's maybe kedushas damim. You have to take money, the value of the money, and give it now to the bedek abayis or to a korban for him. Maybe, but it doesn't have any kedusha saguf. Ma pitom. So afhanach. So these five animals like karvi v'lo nachta like kedusha saguf. Very straightforward. These five also have no kedusha saguf. Amar le Rav Papa le Rava, and this is why we go before Rava. So Rav Papa comes along and asks Rava, hold on, a Baal Mum. Let's say you have a Baal Mum, and you say this animal is going to be carved lemizbeach. So are you makriv to the mizbeach? Certainly not. It's a Baal Mum. But does it have kedusha saguf? Certainly does. So you see that that's not a fair distinction. Varei Baal Mum, deloy kariv, v'nach deloy kedusha saguf. Amar le, so he responds, Amarle, Balmum Karav Bimino. You're right, but a Balmum you find similar animals like it that could be Makdish, that you can't be Makdish on the Mizbeach. Says the Gemara, okay, but one of the five you find that also. A Treifa also. This one happens to be a Treifa. But you find animals like this one that aren't Treifa that are also carved on the Mizbeach. Iachi Treifa Nami Kakarva Bimina. Yeah, so that can't be the chiluk why these five are not Toifes b'kedusha. Ela Rava, let me try again. Kebehema tmeya. Ma behema tmeya psul haguf. Avkol psul haguf. All behema tmeya, a behema tmeya, why is it not missing something? It's just that the Torah called this tameh. It has a psul haguf. The Torah said this animal is a tameh animal. So maybe it's a psul haguf. It doesn't have a chisaron in the animal itself. The only chisaron that we say is that the Torah said this is asur. So these five also, kilayim, yotzedofen, yeah, tumtum and a drug. There's no etzim problem with it. Just the Torah said these five animals are animals that have an inherent problem. So that's why they're just like a behemoth tmeya. They're not toifes b'kedusha. Yeah. Avkol psul guf. La'afuke bal mum, as opposed to a bal mum, the psul chisaron inu. A bal mum has a chisaron. It's missing something. And that's why it's not the same. Amalei Ravada L'Rava, that's very nice. But what about, we learned there's a certain psul, a certain mum, that it's not missing anything. Namely, sarua v'kalot. Do you remember what that is? We've had this numerous times. Sarua v'kalot. So very good. Big eye, small eye. Big limb, small limb. There's no inherent problem with the animal. The animal has all its limbs and all its parts. Just the Torah said, that animal you can't be makriv. So wrong size, exactly. So the fact that it's not missing anything, that can't be the distinction. Sarua v'kalot parsha. V'hahani psul guf ninhu. These are also psul guf, and nevertheless they make temurah. If you take a sarua and you make a temurah with it, it works. Oh, thank you. So that's not the chiluk. Ela amarava. Let's go back to our original answer. What was our original answer? Kebehema tmeya. Ma behema tmeya deleka b'mina. Avkol deleka b'mina. Le'afuke balmum da'ika b'mina. Right? A balmum, you have a similar animal of that kind that's carved on the mizbeach. What did you ask me? Very funny. What did you say? You said, ha'amar treifa ika b'mina. A treifa has b'mina. Lo damya lebalmum. Behema tmeya asura be'achila. V'treifa asura be'achila. Lafuke balmum demuta be'achila. Okay, so that is the difference. These 5 animals don't become kadosh. Why? Because they're like a behema tmeya. They're like a behema tmeya that they're not carved in the mizbeach, and you don't eat them. These 5 as well. You cannot eat them. A bal mum is not carved in the mizbeach, and it gets kedusha in a chanami, but you could eat it, and that's Rebbe Lazar's svara behind it. Very nice. Okay, now we come to machlokes amoraim. You have a treifa that you were makdish lemizbeach. Okay, you have a treifa. You know it can't come to the mizbeach. You know you can't, right? Because you're not makdish a treifa lemizbeach. But you did it anyway. You're makdish it lemizbeach. So now what happens to that animal?
Put it up on the mizbeach?
You can't put it up on the mizbeach. It's awesome.
By mistake.
You didn't put it up. You were makdish it. You said this treifa is going to be kadosh lemizbeach. So what did you say now? Was kedusha nitfas? Or was kedusha not nitfas? Do you have to be paideh? Or don't have to be paideh? Because you said nothing. What do you do with the animal? Whatever you say, you'll probably be right and wrong.
We've previously said that the whole thing can't happen.
You did it. Now how are you mityaches to it? Yeah? So that's going to be our machlokes right here. Watch this. Amar Shmuel. Hamakdish es treifa. Tzricha mum kavua liftois alav. Okay? If you're makdish a treifa, you have to wait until it gets a mum kavua, and then you're paideh. Seems to say that it's toifus. Shma mina, ask the Gemara, stop the press. That doesn't make any sense what you said. Shma mina, paidin es hakachim la'achilim leklavim. We have a yesod, we have a rule, we know you're never paideh kachim to feed them to dogs. That you're not do. Yeah, you can't do that. Ella, so it can't be that's what he said. Ella, what it means, what Shmuel really said, Ella ema oisim kedusha lamos. What it means to say is that it's taifas kedusha, and now since it's taifas kedusha, you can't be paideh, so you have to wait until it dies. Okay, you have to stick it in the kippah and let it die. Okay, taifas kedusha. So Shmuel holds your makdish a treifa. It's taifas kedusha. For what? For it to die. Why? Because it's taifas kedushas mizbeach. Okay, that's what Shmuel says. Rav Aisha says no. Eina ela kemakdish eitzim ve'avanim belvad. There is a level of kedusha, but what level of kedusha is it? Eitzim ve'avanim. Yeah, kache bedek abayis. Okay, and then memela, you're paideh. You are paideh. But that pidyon is not a pidyon from mizbeach. You don't feed it to the dogs because the guf itself is not kadosh. But you're paideh to take the money and give it to bedek abayis, and then the animal do whatever you want with it.
What can you do with the animal?
Whatever you want with it.
Feed it to the dogs.
Yeah, now you can do whatever you want. It's like you said, this table is going to be kadosh, right? And then you're paideh the table. You took the money, you gave it to bedek abayis, and now the table, you can do whatever you want.
And therefore, even feeding to the dog is no longer forbidden.
No problem. The only isser of feeding to the dogs is when you have a kedushas haguf, yeah, when the animal itself is kadosh, and you say, yeah, this isn't a kedushas haguf. This was never right for the mizbeach. Exactly. So that's the machlokes. And now we're gonna.
The dogs is because it's a treifa.
Huh?
Because it's a treifa. Not because it's a treifa.
Look out, shlichut nosa. Very good.
Another option.
Okay. Now we're gonna try to bring two rejections on Shmuel, and we're gonna reject the rejections, and we won't, and that'll be the machlokes. Tanan. Kol hakachim shenasu treifa. All kachim. Now listen to the word shenasu treifa. All kachim that became a treifa. Ein paidim oisan. Why? Lefi shein paidin hekdeshim lachilim leklavim. Because you can't be paid hekdesh to feed it to the dogs. Taima dinasu. That's because they became treifa. Hahayu meikara. But what if originally they were a treifa and you were makdish it? What does it seem to say? That you could be paid it. And if you could be paid it, you can't be paid lachilim leklavim. That we know. So what does it mean? It must be that it has a kedusha of eitzim ve'avanim. Yeah, and what the Bryce is telling you is that the kedusha of eitzim ve'avanim. Yeah, just like being makdish a piece of wood, and you can be paid it. So that's a raya to Vaishya, kasha on Shmuel. Says Shmuel, Dilma hatana savar kol hecha de lachazin legufa lo nachta lekdusha seguf. Says Shmuel, no, that's going according to the mandamar that really holds. Anything that's not roy lemizbeach can't get kedusha seguf. But I don't hold like that Tana. I hold, meaning that Tana, Rabbi Lazar, but I don't hold like that Tana. I hold like Rabbi Yosi. And Rabbi Yosi says, even if it can't be carved lamizbeach, nevertheless, it could have a kedusha saguf. If I have kedusha saguf, then you could be makdish it, and memela you have to wait until it dies. Fine. Tashma, one more proof and rejection. Our Mishnah. Rabbi Lazar Omer, Hakilayim, V'yotze Doifen, V'treifa, V'tumtum, V'adrogenis. These 5 examples. L'kdoshim v'lo makdishim. And we started today, and we said, V'amar Shmuel, L'kdoshim b'temurah, V'lo makdishim l'asos temurah. That's what we said. And we learned today as well. V'tanya, Amar Reb Meir. How do you have such a case? V'chi ma'achar she'en kdoshim mehechan makdishim. If they're not kadosh, how could they be makdish? Ela iyatamoitza, ela b'makdish behema v'achar kach nitrafa. It must be a case where you're makdish a behema, and then it becomes a treifa, and that the Mishnah said can't make a temurah. Ha haisa treifa meikara. But if it was originally a treifa, lo nachta le kedusha saguf. Yeah, then it has no kedusha saguf. If it has no kedusha saguf, it certainly can't make a temurah, right? And that's not like Shmuel that says you can be makdish a treifa and kedusha is chal. What does he answer? Same answer. Amalcha Shmuel. Dilma hachtana nami savar kol hecha de lachazia legufa lo nachta lekdusha seguf. In a chanami, that mandamer holds whenever it's not roy lemizbeach. These 5 animals, kilayim, yotzedaifen, tumtum, androgynes, yeah, all these examples are not right for the mizbeach. Once they're not right for the mizbeach, so you can't make kedusha seguf. But I don't hold like that. I don't know to hold like that mandamer. Amud Beis, or if you're in your Mesifta's
Are we saying
new
it was never right?
book. These were never right. Correct. These were never right. Yud Zayin Amud Beis, you came right in time, Yisachar. Hadron Lach Yesh Bekarbanos. Hadron Lach Yesh Bekarbanos, and now we start a new parak, Elu Kachim. Okay? So a parak starts like this. Elu Kachim, Shivladoi Sehen, Utmura Sehem, Kiyotze Behem. You have hekdesh, you have kachim in front of you, you have an animal in front of you. And now, you have 2 different offshoots of this animal, and that's what this parak is going to discuss, okay? The 2 different types of offshoots of this animal. This animal, you can either copy and paste and make a temurah, or you can create another one like it by having an offspring, a vlad, right? So I have, for example, a clone, very good. I have a shlamim. There are 2 ways to clone the shlamim, either by producing a child or by making it a temurah, correct? Very straightforward. So the Mishnah says like this: Elu kachim shivladoi sehem. That's 1 offspring. Utmura sehem. That's 2 temurah. Kayotzebem will have the same status, the same halacha of the main animal. What are they? Vlad shlamim. If you have a shlamim in front of you, and now you have the offspring of the shlamim, utmura son. Or if you have a temurah of that shlamim, Utmura son Vladan, Vladan atzov kol ha'olam harei hem keshlamim. Meaning, here we are. You have the shlamim, you have the Temurah of the shlamim, you have the offspring of the shlamim. All three of those, and their children, and their children's children, and children, atzov kol hadaros, will take on the din of the shlamim. What is the din of the shlamim? The Mishnah just finishes up, namely, tu'unim smicha, unesachim, utnufas chazav v'shaik. Just like shlamim has these three halachas, so to all these different offsprings and generations will have these same halachas.
That's because of Lad Yerachim.
That's what we're going to touch on right now.
It's like a limb of the animal.
Says the Gemara. Kevan the ton of Vladan, Vladan, atzav kol ha'olam lamali. It's a little bit repetitive. You know, I think you got your point across. Once you slay, a shlamim has kedusha, its offspring has kedusha, its grandchildren have kedusha. I think you got the point across that all the offspring have kedusha. Why does the Mishnah have to emphasize and say, until all generations, forever and ever? It's not necessary. It's a bit much. Says the Gemara, Tana didan shamil Rabbi Lazar. Because there's a shita. Rabbi Eliezer. What does Rabbi Eliezer say? The Amar, Vlad shlamim lo yikar shlamim. A Vlad of a shlamim, the offspring of a shlamim, does not have the din of a shlamim. So our Mishnah wanted to emphasize, not only do I disagree with you that the Vlad has the din of a shlamim, but all generations have the din of a shlamim. V'amar like Tana didan lo mibai bevladan de lo medina, ela afilu at soifa ilam lo medina lach. I never agree with you. All offspring of that shlamim will have the din of a shlamim. Fine. Says the Gemara now, Mina Hani Mile. How do we know this halacha? How do we know that the offspring, A, and the Temurah, B, of this animal take on Kedusha? Okay, so we have a pasuk, and I just want to read to you the pasuk. Look at it on the left. Here, insert chart by Eli. See the chart right here. You see it in blue, red. Okay, I'll work on the purple next time. Okay, the pasuk says, Ve'im Zachar, number one, Zachar Shlamim Karbano. Thank you. Im zevach shlamim karbano, ve'im min abakar hu makriv, v'im zachar im nekeva tamim yakrivena lifnei Hashem. Says the Gemara. Mina animile, detanu rabbanan. Zachar lerabos esavlad. Zachar comes to be marbe, the offspring of that animal, the offspring of the shlamim. Ask the Gemara, why do I need a pasuk for that? V'alo dinu. It's a svara. If I know Temurah, Temurah, she'ein gidulei hekdesh, Temurah didn't come from anything holy. I just took a random animal. I said, this is going to be Temurah on this, and we know it works. Kreva, so Vlad, she'gidulei hekdesh, eino din she'ikarev. So an offspring that mamish comes from hekdesh, from kedusha, of course, I would know that as the same din as the shlamim. Why do I need a pasuk of Zachar to teach me that? Says Gemara, no. Temurah has a different chumrah. Ma'ale Temurah sheken naheges bechol hakachim. Tomer bevlad she'eino noeg bechol hakachim. Where is a vlad not noeg by? Scharim, right? You can't have a vlad of a zachar, right? But Temurah you find by scharim and the kavas. Hal ve'eino noeg bechol hakachim tamid loymar zachar l'rabas vlad. Okay, so zachar teaches me to be marbe, the offspring. That offspring have the din of that korban. Nikeva, what does that teach me in the pasuk? L'rabas haTemurah. To teach me Temurah, that just like Shlamim is Kadosh, the Temurah of the Shlamim is also Kadosh. So now, that's step one. Ein li ela Temurahs Tmimim, vivlad Tmimim. Okay, so we have to do this step by step. Have a look. I mean, not literally. That's right. Pretend I have an animal. Then I have an animal here. Here's my chart, okay? I have here my animal. Now, the pasuk just told me that the vlad of this animal, or the Temurah of this animal is kadosh. Now, I only know that if this animal is a tmimim, is a good gishmak animal. But what if this animal is a baal mum? What if this animal is a baal mum? Right? Now it got hurt, okay? It's about, see, there's other ways to be creative. It doesn't have to be in pictures, right? What if this animal is a baal mum? Now it's a baal mum. So how do I know that the offspring of this baal mum, or that the Temurah of this baal mum, will also take on that din of a shlamim? How do I know that? So I need a pasuk. I need the hemshech of the pasuk for that. Says the Gemara, Ein li ela Temuras Tmimim v'Vlad Tmimim. But Vlad Bali Mumim, Utmuras Bali Mumim minayin. How do I know? Talmud Laimar, Im Zachar, L'Rabos Vlad Bali Mumim, Im Nekeva, L'Rabos Tmuras Bali Mumim. Okay, so the Im of each one of those, respectively, is going to be Marbe, also of a Baal Mum. Fine. So Amalei Rav Safar Le'abaye, Ve'epoch, Ve'epochana. I could switch it around. Meaning, right now the Gemara thinks that what he means to say is no. Again, what does Zachar teach me? Vlad. Im Zachar teaches me Vlad of a Baal Mum. As for Safar, who says, maybe Im teaches me Vlad of a Temurah, and the Im of the Nekeva teaches me the Vlad of a Baal Mum. Yeah? So he says that doesn't make any sense. So Rabbi answers him, Mistabra mimakum shenisraba tmuras tmimim, nisraba tmuras bali mumim. Yeah? No, well, it makes sense. If Zachar teaches me tmimim, then Im Zachar will teach me the bali mum of that animal. Yeah? If it's Vlad, it's Vlad. If it's Temurah, it's Temurah. He says, no, you didn't understand my question. He asked, how do you know that Zachar teaches me Vlad? Maybe Zachar is the one that teaches me Temurah, and Nekeva teaches me the Vlad. Flip that around. And then the Ims will follow those respectively. You got that? Yeah? Okay. Amarlei, no. Mika minalach lepoch im Zachar im Nekeva, anakule kra kamina. Ema Zachar l'rabos is a Temurah, Nekeva l'rabos is a Vlad. Maybe Zachar comes to be Marbe Temurah, who said it's Marbe Vlad, and Nekeva is to be Marbe Vlad, who says it's Marbe Temurah. Yeah? Just switch. How do you know to pick Zachar to Vlad and Nekeva to Temurah? So he answers, says Abaye, Amarlei, Vlad lashon Zachar mashma, Temurah lashon Nekeva mashma. Okay? Be that as it may.
You mean it grammatically?
Grammatically, yes, that's right. Exactly. Be that as it may. Ask the Gemara now like this. Lamay hilchasa. What's the nafkamina? Meaning, let's put this in perspective. Think like this for a second. I have a shlomim bal mum. Can I do anything with that shlomim bal mum? Could I be makriv it? Certainly not. I can't do anything with it. Now the Gemara comes and says, by the way, you should know that a lot of that shlomim bal mum has the same din as that bal mum. Shkoyach. Who cares? For what halachas? What do you need to tell me that for? You can't put it on the mizbeach. Yeah? So lamai hilchasa. Why are you telling me the halacha that of... What?
If the blood is not kalmum, why should you not be allowed to?
Blood yerachima. It's like
What do you mean? If the animal itself...
After the animal is born in a normal way, comes out without the mum.
Wait, and the mother itself is what?
The mother's got a mum.
The mom's got a mum.
But the blood is a fine animal.
Oh, but the vlad is a fine animal. Very good. So what happens in such a case, Rabbi Isai? Let's say the animal itself is a mum, and now you have a vlad, and the vlad is a fine animal. Can you be makriv it as a korban?
Maybe because it's the same type of creature like the mother.
What do you mean? It has the same color. It's a shlamim, just like the mother.
But maybe it's a mum, like a pugum.
Doesn't have any pagam. 5 minutes. Great. So here we go. So I'm answering you with the Gemara. Amar Shmuel. Give him a cup of water, will you? Amar Shmuel. Likarev. Here we go. Mr. Kornbluth, this is for you, Daddy. Amar Shmuel. Likarev ve'aliba de Rabbi Lazar. Okay? Demau de tema kikama Rabbi Lazar oila dika shem oila al imo. Avahani v'laslo karvi kamash malan. What are we talking about over here? Look at Rashi. I want to read Rashi with you. It'll explain everything Rashi explains it very, very beautifully. Look up from the Lamai Hilchasa. Lamai Hilchasa kachi hanach vlada shabale mumim. Da'aiman lo chazi likarev. Says the Gemara, aliba de Rabbi Lazar, de amar b'masnisin. We have a Mishnah we're going to see soon. Hifrish nekeva la'oila. Let's say you're mafrish a nekeva la'oila. Rabbi Isa, can a nekeva be an oila?
No.
No, only a zachar could be an oila. But you nevertheless were mafrish a nekeva for an oila. Thank you. Hifrish nekeva la'oila. V'yalda zachar. And she gives birth now to a zachar. So now that zachar has a din of an oila. Are you makriv it or not? Fascinating question. Are you makriv that oila or not? The mother wasn't ro'ila mizbeach, but now the child is. Are you makriv it? That's a machlokes we're going to see later on. Okay? Veyalda, Vlada Karav Oila. Says Rabbi Lazar, yes, that Vlad, your makriv is an Oila. Why? Afagav the ima loy chazia. Even though the mother is not Roy, it's going to be a machloikis. We're going to see a mandamar that says not like that. Okay? Why? Hachanami karva afagav the ima loy chazia. Now, so you see it's the same thing. So if it's the same halacha, and Rabbi Lazar already told me that halacha, why do you have to tell it to me again here by a shlamim, by a balmum shlamim? Dimal detema hasam hu dama Rabbi Lazar gabe oila diikeshem oila al iman. Because the mother, even though you're matris, you say this mother is going to be an oila. It's typhus kedusha, but a balmum shlamim is not. Klemer afa gav diyatzma loy karva loy parka kedusha mina shrei matzinu nekeva oila. Because we do find nekevas that are oilas, namely an oila sa'if could be a nekeva. Aval gabe vlado is shlamim, but by shlamim, ba'lemumin de'ein shlamim al iman deloy matzinu balmum karv shlamim, daha shlamim oif leika ema la karvi. Okay, so that's one answer. Lamai hilchasa Amar Shmuel, we just got to run. Amar Shmuel likar ve'liba Rabbi Lazar. Demal detema kikama Rabbi Lazar oila diika shem oila al imai. Aval hani vladus loy karvi kamash malan. That's one answer. A second answer is going to be the mandamar that argues on Rabbi Lazar. This oila that you made, which we'll see tomorrow. This oila that you made, this female oila that you made, now had a child. Okay, so Bar Pada says, what do you do with the child? You're not makriv it, but it has an element of kedusha, and we say tira achatiskaiv. So here too, this vlad shlamim that comes from a psul, from a balmum shlamim, what's he going to say? Tira Bar Pada Amar lira ve'aliba dedivra kol. Two more mandamar Rava Amar likare ve'aliba Rabbi Lazar, like Shmuel. Rav Papa Amar lira ve'aliba dedivra kol. Okay. So that's one drasha. Now we're going to learn the same thing just from a different drasha. Okay? The high tana maisila mahacha. We learned from Zachar and Nekeva, Vlados and Temuros of Ashlamim. Same halachos, just from a different limud. The high tana maisila mahacha. Rak kedoshecha ela Temuros. Asher yiyulach elu havlados. Tisa ubasa. Bring it to the base of Mikdash. Yachol yachnisena lebeisa bechira v'yimna mehem maim umazon atshia musu. Maybe the halacha is that you bring these animals, the vlad of a shlamim or the temurah of a shlamim, bring it to the base of Mikdash and then close it up in a room and let it die. Talmud Laimar ve'asisa oleisecha habasar ve'hadam. No, they mamish take on the same din of the shlamim. Okay? Meaning, kederch shata noeg ba'oila, ata noeg b'temurah, kederch shata noeg b'shlamim, ata noeg b'vlad shlamim u'b'temurah. Okay? Yachal kol hakachim ken. Pardon? And you are makriv that vlad of a shlamim. Correct. And you're makriv it.
Even though it was never right for the Mizbeach.
Yeah.
The mother was never right.
The mother wasn't. Either the mother wasn't, or we're not talking about the psulim, right? Either way. Okay? Talmud Lomar, fine. Yachal kol hakachim kain. Is that true by all kachim? Maybe all kachim take on this halacha of the mother and you're makriv it? Yeah? Talmud Lomar, rak. Divrei Rabbi Shmuel, rak is a miyut. Rabbi Kiva Omer, Eino Tzarich, Hareu Omer, Asham hu karev and Temurah so kreva. No, we have a special part. We have a pasuk by Asham. When it's an Asham, dafka Asham, you're makriv on the mizbeach. But the Temurah or vlad of an Asham, you're not. Well, Temurah of an Asham, you're not makriv on the mizbeach. That we know. I don't need the pasuk what. Amar Mar. Now we're just going to darshan this last piece of the Gemara. Amar Mar, Tisa ubasa. We said. We had a havamina, yachol yachnisena lebeisa bechira, minatesi. Hold on, you're going to have a havamina that I should bring it to the base of Migdash and just let it die there? What kind of havamina is that? Hakevan de Gamri, we know there are only 5 animals. Chamesh chatos anach mikar. Hakevan de Gamri chamesh chatos hani mikar karvi. The only 5 animals that have a status, have a halacha of you put them in a kippah and let them die. Nothing else. So why would you have a havamina that these animals, the vlad of a shlamim or temurah of a shlamim, bring it to the base of Migdash and just let it die there? What kind of havamina is that? There's no havamina. There's only 5 that we know. Chamesh chatos. That's it. Says the Gemara. No, I'll tell you what the havamina would have been. Mo desema chamesh chatos metos bechol makom. I would have thought that this halacha of 5 chatos that they die, that's anywhere. You don't have to bring it to the base of Migdash. You just stick them in a room somewhere and let them die. But v'hanach yamusu bebeis bechira. But this, the Torah is telling me, bring it up to the base of Mikdash, and there let them die. Kamash Malan not. We'll do one more quick piece. We have 2 more minutes. Amar Mar. Yachol af kol kachim kain. We might think all kachim take on the din of that animal, the vlad and temurahs become kadosh like that animal. So we said, Talmud Lama rak kedoshecha, right? We said rak kedoshecha. That's what Rabbi Shmuel said. Vlad, Vlad the man. What are we coming to be memait? Which animal are we coming to exclude? Ida oila can't be an oila. An oila is a zachar. Zacharu delav bariludehu. That can't give birth, so it can't be excluding a vlad of an oila because an oila is only a zachar. Ida chatas gemira la delamisa kaimi. Yeah, if it's a chatas, no, we know chatas, vlad chatas. That's lamisa. Ida asham. If it's an asham, gemira la delariya azla. We know the vlad of an asham, that goes l'riyah, that we already have the halachas. I don't need a special limud for that. Yeah? The kol, why? The kol shebechatas mesa be'asham roya. We have a rule, we have a klal. Anytime you have a chatas, the din of a chatas, that chatas would die, like a vlad chatas, for example, then when you have a similar case by an asham, the vlad of that asham is roya chatistayev. I don't need a special pasuk to be memayit the vlad of an asham. I know that halacha. Says the Gemara, La'ilam bechatas. The hilchas agmir lalamisa. Really, it is a vlad of achatas. We know vlad of achatas dies. Hilchas agmir lalamisa. Vikra limute lehakrava. The pasuk just comes to tell you, you're right, it's lamisa. But if you're makrivit, bedieved, that's not a good hakrava. That's a bad hakrava. You shouldn't do that. Says the Gemara, that's very, very weird. The haba hatalia. What do you mean? Kevan de lamisa azla memela lo karva. Once the Torah tells me it's supposed to die, of course you can't be makrivit. And if you're makrivit, of course it's not a good hakrava. The Torah said, don't bring it up on the mizbeach. Don't do it. Ela hilchasal lechatas v'kra lemute tmuras asham. Hanami hilchas agmirla damakol shebachatas mesa ba'asham roya. Ella, and this we're going to be left with, we're going to end with, Ella krami baile, the avar umakriv kaiba essay. The pasuk of rak comes to tell me that the vlad of an animal, if you're makrivit, not only was it usur, but you're over in Isra essay. Have a good day.